Well, Patriots showing an all-out pressure look.
Here they come. Smith protected, hoisting to the end zone. Wide open, Tucker. Touchdown. 26 yards on a perfectly thrown pass from Smith.
Well, Spero, it starts with the offensive line. They put the nowhere to go. He has to go to his second receiver and throws the ball away.
Diggs coming back from the ACL, sustained week 8 last season with Houston. Didn't play at all in the preseason, taking his first steps with his new team. May, near side, caught. Douglas for the Patriots touchdown.
That time, same play action, but they hit his tight end, Mayer, over the middle for another nice gain.
Can this New England defense hold? Bowers in motion, 1st and goal. Genty, so much power, he's gonna bang it in. Touchdown Las Vegas. And the Raiders back in front.
I tell you what, Jordan Merritt at the center, he really does some nice work. Is effective, but they also have to keep an eye on him because he does some really good work scrambling with his legs on these 3rd downs when he sees pressure.
Young has those 2 young wide receivers, McMillan, but they give chase. Football is loose. What's the call here? Is that a live football? Touchdown! Zaven Collins picks it up and is in for the early 6. It was Josh Sweat who knocked the ball loose. Every turnover subject to automatic review. They're taking a catch.
This looks like an all-out blitz look from the Panthers defense. Ball has to come out fast.
Instead, they drop back. They rush 4. Murray back in the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Wilson. Kyler Murray surgical, and they build on their lead.
Right down the field, run and pass.
Josh Gaines, one of the backup linemen, lines up as a fullback. Connor had the lead blocker he needed, and he bangs it in for the Cardinals touchdown.
This is so well blocked. So well blocked on the goal line. You got a hat on a hat. Have no chance.
14th play of the drive that began at their own 24. See Baker, Young to the edge, fires end zone. He finds Renfro for the Panthers touchdown. And the Carolina Panthers finally able to bang it in for 6. Desperately trying.
You know, really a run, immediate run pass option threat.
Here they come. Bryce, buying time, finds Hubbard. Beautifully done by Young. And the Panthers not quite finished just yet. Baron Browning was coming with the pressure, but what a play by Young to evade the sack and put himself in a position for the
pressure moments. Really fun to watch.
216 of what is now his career high 327 yards have come in the second half. Touchdown and a potential 2-point try will make it a 4-point game. Young slinging it. Renfro for the Carolina touchdown.
On somebody else, one of the, is that Garrett Williams? He's on the ground.
Boy, Buda Baker, he's slow to get to his feet.
Boy, how did he make this throw, by the way?
And Williams is in considerable pain. as Dave Canales gets his team lined up for the two-point conversion attempt. So Derek Stingley has become one of the elite shutdown corners already in his 4th year in the league. Penalized, fresh set of downs, and they take full advantage. Bashal Tootin, the young rookie who has immediately put his imprint on this offense. And Jacksonville gets us our first points.
Offense at midfield and try to get ourselves a touchdown.
C.J. Stroud, wide open, Collins, and it's a Sunday stroll in the park. A 50-yard strike. New ball game.
I'm not sure what. I mean, this is just an example. I believe there should have been safety help on the inside, a secondary bust, and to give Jacksonville their biggest play of the game.
ETN, and he's in for the Jacksonville touchdown. Where you wonder Houston kind of pulling back, just letting them score maybe with still plenty of time left. 1:48 as the chess match between these two coaches continues.
Move Tremaine Edmonds over to the will position, and Sewell is really taking advantage of this opportunity.
Now Dennis Allen likes Edmonds in that spot. This is Genty out of the backfield. Genty sprung free for the Vegas touchdown. It was Sewell who had a chance, but just too much dynamite. And that low at Arrowhead Stadium. 7-6 Raiders as they begin this drive at their own 36. Genty springs free. Turns on the Jets, one guy to beat. Bayard can't bring him down. And the rookie on a dead sprint. 64 yards. Touchdown. How do you atone for a lost fumble? You do that right there. 125 yards and the one pick. Williams slings it over the middle. Caught Odunze for the Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze coming back home, and he's put the Bears back in front. But can they avoid those sloppy mistakes? 2nd and goal. Gino underneath over the middle. Genty, he's got his 2nd touchdown catch. Ashton Genty has been unleashed in this Raiders offense. Grinded out ugly games on the road.
Well, he's put together a really nice drive. Now all he has to do is try and finish.
1st and goal Bears, buck 39 left in regulation. Swift to the outside, in for the Chicago touchdown. And the Bears punching back have retaken the lead here in Vegas. The defense not something that they were hoping for in that spot. So 2nd and goal, a mark at half the distance. Back to the ground game, and they are in with Carter. So the initial touchdown on the long pass, marked down at the 1. They have to work a little bit harder, and it's Michael Carter back into the mix, getting the Cardinals our first points.
Well, you get a lot of beef inside. You get Tip Ryman playing.
But you can feel the urgency from Kyler Murray as they try to get their season jump-started here in Week 5. 3rd and 3, pocket collapses. Kyler on the run. Kyler in for the Arizona touchdown. No flags. And the Cardinals build on their lead, a run of a dozen for Murray.
Well, any third down rush plan, Spero, you have to account for Murray. Everything working for the Arizona Cardinals in Tennessee, they have got to figure it out fast because you're in a deep hole.
Cardinals offense that ranks 22nd in the league in points. What a start. Trying to get well against this Tennessee defense. Knight bangs his way, and now they say touchdown. That second stab by Knight gets the Cardinals into the end zone, and they build on their lead. So they take advantage of the Pollard fumble, and it is all Cardinals here in Glendale Stadium. After this game seemed like it was at hand for the Cardinals. Handoff to Pollard, and he is in for the Titans touchdown. And Brian Callahan is going to go for the extra point. Now, at some point you'll need two, but Callahan says let's go for one here. Don't have to do it yet. So just trying to keep that momentum going, that pot back. Clock running inside of 5 minutes. Ward goes through his progressions. Everyone covered, slings it back. It's deflected and picked. Taylor Demerson, and then the football came out. Who recovers? Tennessee for the touchdown in a crazy sequence. Tyler Lockett, the recovery, unreal. Dadrian Taylor Demerson making the initial pick off the deflection, and then the foot.
Last week, not a lot of catches, but his catches count, all of them for first downs.
Fake handoff to Stevenson. May feeling the pressure. Taking a shot. He's got his man. It's Pop Douglas, and he is in. Touchdown. And we got haymakers all over the place at the start. 53-yard strike from May.
He knows how to coach offenses, and he has a really good feel of how to coach quarterbacks. He has done a tremendous job in just a few games this season.
So inside of a minute now left in the quarter. 1st and 10 Patriots as they work from the Saints 25. May again going to throw towards the end zone, and it is caught.
Ooh.
Touchdown. Kayshon Boutte with a snatch.
How did he?
It was Kool-Aid McKinstry, the man fighting for the football, but Boutte just...
Depending on how the Patriots align to this formation.
Taysom Hill now takes the direct snap. He's got a convoy. Hill in. Touchdown. An 11-play drive for the Saints. Patriots playing with 2 timeouts. Where you go back a couple of plays, just a monster play on 3rd down to get the first. Potentially leave enough time for the Saints to get it back, but now the Patriots threatening. May takes a shot down the field. It's Boutte. Touchdown. There is a late flag thrown right at the end of the play after Boutte had crossed the goal line. If it sticks, it's a 29-yard touchdown completion.
Well, I don't know. The Saints have made some catastrophic decisions on the back end today.
Extended conversation here with Adrian Hill and his colleagues. Boy, Boutte had a 25-yard touchdown catch earlier. What's the call here from Hill?
During the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 1. The touchdown is good. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
That's Alontae Taylor. Officials are also...
Fitzpatrick has a right to be upset, and to me, that's the story of the Dolphins' defense so far today, is mistakes.
Judkins unleashed. Judkins, touchdown. Quinshon Judkins on a 46-yard sprint. Minkah Fitzpatrick is the man who missed the tackle, and it looks like it is Fitzpatrick who's still down.
Luke Whippler, he's the muscle tight end, just trying to pound that Miami defense. Whoa.
For a little bit of a bobble, Judkins gets it back. Judkins spins his way in for the Cleveland touchdown. Boy, they go from near disaster to 6. And once again, it looked like it was Jack Jones who had a shot at these two teams, both at 1-5. As Miami begins with possession, down 11 from their 30. That one is picked. Campbell, and he will waltz in for the pick 6 on the first play of the second half. Achane couldn't quite squeeze it, and Campbell, in his second game with Cleveland, massive play for the Browns.
Offense.
Rayshawn Jenkins, Wildcat formation here with Judkins. Jenkins' first pick with Cleveland. Judkins bangs it in. Touchdown number 3 for the rookie. And the Cleveland Browns pouring it on here in the 4th. To help
to that play, the Jets were misaligned, and he called the perfect play for P. Ryan to get downhill.
Flacco on the keeper. Flacco, touchdown. For this Jets defense already playing on its heels. Flacco and company taking advantage of the short field. And Joe Flacco with the 17th rushing touchdown.
Difficult for a defense to hone in on where he's going to be.
Flacco, a little bit of movement, puts some air under it. Deep down the field, Higgins wide open for the touchdown. Joe Flacco with a 44-yard home run pass.
With less than 7 points. Now, no Trey Hendrickson, so the Bengals could be vulnerable on the edge of this defense. Alert sprint out pass here to Fields right.
Fields does indeed look away, goes towards the end zone. It is caught. Johnson for the Jets touchdown. Justin Fields trying to breathe life into this Jets offensive operation that has been dormant. 15 yards.
I tell you what, this is really a great throw. And right now, time is not an issue for you if you're the Bengals. You want to score, but again, you just leave opportunity on the table for the Jets to get something if they get the ball back.
Jets rush 4. Boy, Flacco threads the needle. Brown busts his way in for the touchdown. It was Quincy Williams who had a chance, unable to bring him down. 19 yards on a catch and run from Brown. And here we go, 2nd and 10 Bengals. P. Ryan busted one free. P. Ryan 10, 5, touchdown. Missed tackle Malachi Moore. And Brown makes him pay for it with a 32-yard touchdown.
Your best chance is to use your run game to try to pick up this first down.
Handoff Hall. Hall in for the Jets touchdown. And they just keep on coming here in Cincinnati. The desperation of an 0-7 team as Breece Hall brings him to within 9, and Aaron Glenn.
It's throwing and running.
Here's Brown. Brown, touchdown. Boy, Cincinnati with a quick strike after the Jets banged it in for the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Cincinnati restores order.
Find your tight end to pick up the first down.
Where you think Isaiah Davis is playing himself into a bigger role in this Jets offense? He's been terrific for New York. Here's Brees Hall breaking one for the Jets. Hall,
no.
Second effort, and he's in for the touchdown.
He may have.
Did he stay inbounds?
Right about that 3-yard line, there's a question. Did the right foot, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it
was the right shoulder that they're looking at as they took a closer look at him, and that just adds to the intrigue here down the stretch. Hall, boy, thought about it, now tosses to the end zone, and
no.
He's got Taylor for the Jets touchdown. And this Cincinnati crowd stunned as the Jets have come all the way back, and they've got a shot to take the lead with 1:54 left. Yeah, it has not been normal. That is not the word that anyone would use. As you see the two head coaches, Ben Johnson, Zach Taylor. Incredibly, the Bengals back in the playoff conversation, Arch, after their season appeared to be just going nowhere. 3-4 weeks ago in the Bears, their 4-game winning streak ended last week in Baltimore. How do these two teams pick up the pieces? Charlie Jones going to play it from just inside his end zone, and Jones has a seam. Jones, 30, 20, 10, touchdown! No flags. 99 yards to get the party started by Jones.
A little bit too far for the run game, but I would try to use Caleb Williams, a run-pass option, get him on the edge, but he has to have a chance to make this play.
They go end around. Moore's going to toss it and into the end zone to a wide-open Williams. Well, we saw the misdirection on multiple plays on this drive from Ben Johnson as he goes even deeper in his bag of tricks. And the Chacon struggles. DJ Moore lines up in the backfield again. Misdirection. This is Zacchaeus, finds the edge. Zacchaeus lunging. Touchdown. Boy, all the misdirection that we've seen from Ben Johnson in terms of the play calling so far.
The Bears are just playing their regular defense, but trying to disguise their looks.
Only about 5 yards away from McPherson's field goal range. Flacco puts a nail under it far side. Higgins. Just crazy catch for the Cincinnati touchdown. T. Higgins with a showstopper.
When they get in the scoring zone, it's unacceptable.
3rd and goal, Bengals rush 4 to the end zone. Loveland for the Chicago touchdown. So Caleb Williams atones for the miscue just on the previous play, and he slings one to his rookie tight end to put the Bears back in front.
This passes from Flacco, impressive in this game.
Flacco looking end zone near side. Higgins with the catch. Higgins, they're going to mark him shy of the end zone. Inside the 1, right at that half-yard line.
The Bengals defense, not as many explosives, but they just can't play on the other side of the line of scrimmage today against the Bears.
Bears approaching 200 yards. They got more. It's Brown breaking free, and he's in for the Chicago touchdown. And these two teams throwing punches back and forth. 6th lead change here in Cincinnati.
That's back, and boy, that is just a killer play for Cincinnati.
39-yard run, end around, it's DJ Moore. He's got Loveland blocking. Moore trying to pound his way to the end zone. He's knocked out short, in what was a vicious hit at the end of the play. And the Bears are going to have it first.
Chicago, don't try to be a hero and play the ball. Just tackle the runner in bounds. That's going to help you win.
Flacco to the end zone. It's Fant for the touchdown. So the Bengals not going quietly.
And this is
23-yard pass.
This is incredible. If you're the Bears.
Career passing day for the 40-year-old Joe Flacco playing with a bum arm. Second and goal. Flacco, end zone, touchdown! Yossi Bush! Joe Flacco bringing the Bengals back from the dead. And we are tied. Improbable.
If the ball is in bounds, then you're going to have to get your field goal unit on the field. I wouldn't think you have enough time to run more than 2 plays and get your field goal unit on the field if this ball is completed or the clock is running.
Williams slings it. Williams, Loveland bangs off his man. He's going to score.
Oh my!
Colston Loveland in a jaw dropper. 58 yards on the catch and run from the rookie. It was Jordan Battle who missed the tackle.
It's not to feel sorry for yourself. You've got a duty to you, your family, and this football team to come out there and play your best.
Gabriel's going to go play action as to throw across his body. Gets it. It's David Njoku, and he's in for the Cleveland touchdown. No flags, 9 yards on the toss from Gabriel. And so Cleveland capitalizes on 2 defensive Jet penalties. And they get us our first point. Aided by a couple of defensive penalties against the Jets. And that's where we sit. Schmidt's kick. And it's just short of the end zone. Across the 40, 50. One man to beat, and he's going to score. 99 yards. And the Jets with the answer they were looking for as Wangu takes it to the house. First kickoff. But an ugly looking sequence for the young rookie quarterback. So 3 possessions, a couple of 3 and outs. Sandwiching that 95-yard touchdown drive. Bojorquez's punt. There's a flag thrown here. Isaiah Williams has his seat.
Oh, no
Williams
way.
Inside Cleveland territory, and he's going to score.
It might be on the Jets' vice for blocking out of bounds.
It's a 74-yard punt return if it stands. So and everyone waiting now with bated breath.
So either the Jets were blocking out of bounds or it's on the Browns for going out of bounds without getting pushed or blocked out of bounds on the gunner.
First part of the season, they've started to remedy that with what they've done over their last couple of games as they get the football now to Gabriel from the Jets 22. Play action. Gabriel gonna go for it all to the end zone, and it is caught. Jerry Jeudy, quick striking drive after the takeaway. No flags. It's a 22-yard toss from Gabriel.
Attack him in the run game on the outside run. That time, they went 7 yards backwards.
Well done by Devin Bush, their second leading tackler. Fields, boy, hit on the release, gets it out to Hall. Hall, open real estate. Hall, touchdown. No flags. 42 yards from Breece Hall.
Boy, this is a perfect call in the second time.
6th offensive lineman Chuma Edoga is onto the field on 1st and goal. Should be the final play of the quarter. Tootin is in for the Jacksonville touchdown. Third rushing touchdown of the season for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. So Jacksonville aided by the
2-3 yards before they get tackled by linebackers or safeties.
Wildcat. Etienne takes the direct snap. Etienne bangs his way in for the Jacksonville touchdown. So a little trickery from Cohen. Lawrence shifting left, and Etienne. And they have both been costly. The first one led to the first touchdown for Jacksonville. How does this thing end? First and goal. Lawrence in, touchdown. Jacksonville goes empty, and Lawrence on a QB design run builds on their lead.
Opportunity for some sneaky play action from Jacksonville.
Fake the pitch to the end zone. Tim Patrick and the Jacksonville Jaguars starting to flex. Two touchdown drives in the half led by Lawrence.
Since coming into this game, and so you can see that when you put pressure.
Etienne blockers. That's a first down run. Touchdown. Boy, Etienne just kept coming. He had a convoy with Hainsey and Edoga. Officials will confirm this upstairs. 192 net rushing yards last week. Etienne doing it as a receiver. Etienne gonna bust his way in for the Jacksonville touchdown. No flags. And how about that for a 1-2 punch?
Drive the field for a touchdown. There's a chance right now to get a third down, heat up that pass rush. Josh Sweat, Calais Campbell, Walter Nolan. Can somebody put some pressure on Trevor Lawrence to get your defense off the field?
Well, they got 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. They end up rushing 5. Lawrence lit up. Football is loose. And the Cardinals with Walter Nolan in for the touchdown. It was Jalen Thompson coming around the edge, putting a lick on Lawrence.
Well, this is going to be, we're flying around and really dialed into the run game.
On second and goal, Cardinals leaning on the ground attack, and they are in. Nay for the Cardinals touchdown. And Arizona gets its first lead of the afternoon.
Well, this is
even in practice. Game has always come naturally to Myers, of course, the one-time quarterback.
You've got to keep your eyes, Spero, on Lawrence scrambling with his legs on third down.
Heavy blitz. Lawrence has to work quickly into the end zone. It's Myers for the touchdown. High-level play by Lawrence. Knew the pressure was coming, and he delivers. Jacksonville retakes the lead.
Well, you're right. As good as it gets. Under heavy heat, free rusher, zero coverage, and he throws this football. Lee has been there, getting pressure on Jacoby Brissett on third downs.
Would be about a 57-yard attempt from here. That's going to be a first down and more. Dortch going to stroll in for the Cardinals touchdown. 39 on the catch and run, and Arizona retakes the lead.
Boy, how good is this?
Which has done so far in the drive, as we are now inside of 4 minutes. Play action, Lawrence to the end zone. Lawrence finding Washington with a surgical pass. Jacksonville in front as this seesaw battle continues in Glendale.
Spero, that starts with Trevor Lawrence in the pocket. Play action. He gets pressure coming from the outside. And Tootin. And then, of course, Lawrence scrambling and using his legs.
So Denard Wilson, defensive coordinator. What does he dial up with this defense? 3rd and goal. Lawrence, end zone, caught. Myers for the Jacksonville touchdown. So Myers, the 50-yard catch and run, and a touchdown catch to give the Jaguars their first lead.
Well, good play design. They're going to clear it out.
He's thrown up 7-3 as we begin the second quarter here in Nashville. Lawrence from the gun, protected, throws towards the end zone, wide open. Strange, touchdown. A quick strike from Jacksonville, 21 yards, and the Jags in command.
Opportunities.
15th play of the drive for Jacksonville, beg your pardon. Ground game, Tootin. No signal, now they say touchdown. Bashal Tootin punches it in, and the Jags build on their lead.
Start on the ground.
Dolphins go heavy package on 1st and goal from the 3. Tua fakes, Tua hit on the release, and they're gonna make a touchdown nonetheless. Waddle with the catch. Tagovailoa staying in the pocket, knew he was gonna get hit, and still hits Waddle for 6. And how about this start for the Dolphins?
Well, this is really a nice job by Tua because the first read isn't of a start as you could possibly ask for.
1st and 10 as they play from the 13 pitch play. Achane, boy, the lethality in his legs give him some open space. Very few players more dangerous in the sport. Achane in for the Dolphins touchdown, nearly untouched. And the Jets already in a 2-touchdown hole. Injured Jet defender trying to get a look at who that is right in the end zone. Looks like it's Tyler Barron who's now being checked with the athletic trainers onto the field.
The Jets, 9. Dominance.
Tagovailoa is going to work from the gun. Handoff here. In. It's right for the Miami touchdown. And right now, the Jets taking it on the chin. It's 20-0.
Well, that's
sympathy, a little empathy for Aditi.
She's not playing football.
Jake Bailey, the Pro Bowl punter. Isaiah Williams backpedaling, makes the first guy miss, covering a lot of real estate. Williams, he's got some electricity in those legs. Williams lead blockers. 10. And Williams is in for the touchdown. Boy, just when the Jets were looking for a spark, it's Williams. His 2nd punt return touchdown of the season.
Well, room to operate, but he and the rest of this offensive line have been exceptional today, climbing to those backers.
There's a play here from Gordon, that push, and he's in. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, Gordon just wouldn't quit. Had the convoy in front of him.
Right now, the combination of the way their front 4 and their back 7, they're playing fast, aggressive, and decisive so far against the Ravens.
Right now, the Bengals showing 8 on the line of scrimmage. Little pre-snap look for Jackson. They come heavy. Jackson underneath. It's Ali. First down and a lot more. Ali in for the Ravens touchdown. Quick decision-making by Jackson, negating the blitz. Ali, 30 on the catch and run to get the Ravens our first point. In the AFC North, Bengals bring 4. Jackson towards the end zone, and it is caught. Flowers for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson surgical with that pass.
Well, that was such a beautiful pass.
Today, just 7 catches, 2 of which have been touchdowns. And boy, did they desperately need that play right there. 3rd and goal.
Burrow is not shy to throw it to anybody who is in one-on-one situation.
Burrow again kind of stumbles, and he's intercepted. Picked off by Van Noy. Then the handoff, it's Gilman. And Gilman is going to score as the Ravens look for the knockout punch. 95 yards. It was Tavius Robinson applying the heat on Burrow and Van Noy, and then Gilman doing the rest for Baltimore.
This is such a good play after the catch.
Arch mentioned 5 times inside the Ravens 35 last week, and to come away with no points, just incredible. One of the reasons why they were shut out for the first time in a number of years. Burrow puts some air under it. Higgins, touchdown. Boy, just an exceptional drive orchestrated by Burrow as Higgins works on Jack Jones to get the Bengals our first points. But some of the big decisions that have to be made. And keep in mind, they got a GM opening here. Got an interim GM with Champ Kelly, with Stephen Ross. Big decisions to make as the owner. This is Achane weaving his way. Achane, the speedster, takes it to the house. 48 yards. And Miami with the answer.
But he really did feel, going, not playing in an air raid offense, but going somewhere where he can learn some concepts to the pro game was important.
Washington has blockers, and Washington pounds it in for the touchdown. And the Dolphins take their first lead of the day here in Miami.
Blocking tight end, you have Gesicki, who's more like a wide receiver, and Tanner Hudson, who has had some production here in the red zone as of late.
There was Quentin Bell, practice squad guy who's gotten some more reps. Pirine bangs it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. So the penalty got him a little closer, and then it is Pirine, a 4-yard running score. And the Dolphins and Bengals going back and forth. Cincinnati.
It's a field just not going to happen. None of these defenses has been able to pressure the opposing quarterback yet in this game consistently.
1st and goal, Burrow far side. Brown turns, extends, and he is in for the Bengals touchdown. And that was all Brown. The dual threat back. 9 to extend Cincinnati's lead.
One of the rare bats.
Who knows what that feels like as he continues to try to prop up his rookie teammate. 1st and 10 Bengals from the Miami 12. Brown, but nearly untouched as he waltzes in for the touchdown. 2 takeaways, 2 touchdowns off of those Miami turnovers. And suddenly, Cincinnati with a huge lead.
Boy, this game is
Joe Burrow in you. Kind of ponder, you think about it before you answer. That was a compliment.
Thank you.
Burrow, near side, wide open, and the Chase Brown show continues. 3rd touchdown of the quarter for Brown. Boy, a massive defensive breakdown for the Dolphins. And it is all Cincinnati.
Not just bad communication. from Miami.
But eventually took over the reins, had a career year as Burrow slinging one to the end zone. It's Gesicki coming back home and sticking it to his former team. 4th touchdown pass from Burrow.
They've been getting this look all game from the Miami secondary.
And a drop by his intended receiver, Weiss. This is right on a pitch. And he's going to get in for the Miami touchdown. So finally, after they were shut out in the half until that snap, Miami has its first points of the second half. They actually put a second back on the clock, so 25 seconds, 2nd and goal. They got 1 timeout left. Ham, he's going to bulldoze his way in for the touchdown. C.J. Ham, the pride of Duluth, in. And the Vikings finally get their first touchdown of the day. It's 12-0. There's his wife, Stephanie, his family. I wonder what the future has in store for C.J. Ham. You think that they don't know about it, that he's thinking about pondering potentially the end? 2 of the great Vikings with him and Ham.